Puff?
Well, you know, I was with Puff the entire time. I was in that whole Cafe Puff thing. I was there for all of it. And I think, you know, as much as the food was great and they had all those ginger beers and everything, I think people tend to overlook what consummate performers every one of them was. You know, and the kind of entertainment you could get there every night. Like, I would go in there. It was LBB and that whole Dixieland band were there every night.
A Little Brown Bear. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Little Brown Bear and the Dixieland Five.
Right.
You know, and
that's right. He was a jazz musician in the 50s.
Saxophone, clarinet.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like Woody Allen. People tend to overlook this other side of LBB, but really, in some ways, I think, you know, that was one of his strongest talents. So, and they would have you know, Chirpy was doing that whole Salome act every night. Some nights they would do...
Incredible.
They would do the... what was the thing that...
Friends Musical Review is what it was called, I think.
Well, but there was definitely that, you know, that star moment or whatever of Chirpy's when he would be up there doing his thing alone. And, I mean, I just think that was probably, you know, that was so exhausting, and he did it every night, and some nights he would do that, and he would do the Apache dance thing with the kabloon, you know? Like an early show, so the kabloon could get to bed, but... And it was, I mean...
Right. Well, the kabloon, you know, he actually worked as a tugboat, and then as a cliff lift operator. Do you remember that?
You all right there?
Yeah.
Maybe you need a cigarette.
Sorry. Yeah. No. Do you remember that though? He was a cliff lift operator
sure.
in Aberystwyth. He was a tugboat. He was a hard-working.
I mean, the thing I mean, there was actually a period when he was both a cliff lift operator and a tugboat. And I couldn't see how, I mean, I thought Puff was kind of working him too hard, frankly, you know. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he was
incredible. He was also
know,
Pierre, his French instructor. He sort of insisted that the kabloon learn how to speak French at the same time.
I mean, people, you know, Puff, it was all in the kabloon's interests, and we know that Puff is a very loving, you know, mentor. And, well, he is a ringmaster too. I mean, there's that quality he has, but at the same time, you know, we know that he cared about the kabloon and that it was all in his own best interest. That he was trying to, you know.
And now he's bilingual.
It was a kind of tough love. That I think, you know. I think the kabloon always understood that. But I still feel like he was stretching it with when he was making him do both the cliff lift thing and the tugboat.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. You know, I guess it takes that sometimes to make a man.